Right now, an entire city in Montana on lockdown as a manhunt is underway for a gunman who went on a shooting spree, killing at least 4. The FBI now assisting in the search for 45-year-old Michael Paul Brown. You see him here on your screen. He's an Army veteran who allegedly opened fire at a bar yesterday in the town of Anaconda. He's considered armed and dangerous. Scott Sweetow is a former official with the FBI and ATF. Joining us now, Scott, this is a frightening story from Montana. Walk us through what you think law enforcement is doing now, considering he's not only armed and dangerous, but as a former Army sergeant that served time nearly a year in Iraq in 2004 to 2005. That means he was probably familiar with guns and violence and now poses this threat.
From spending a week in Montana with retired law enforcement friends. And there are a lot of challenges out there. People don't realize that Montana has a size close to California, so it's an enormous state, and it's very, very lightly populated. So you have this guy who's very familiar with the state. He's got combat experience, obviously has access to firearms, in an area that has a lot of hunting culture. So it's quite possible that he's very familiar with the area where this all occurred and has access to other firearms. So if he makes it out into the woods, he's going to be very difficult to find. So they're going to have to use a lot of technical tools and tricks, in addition to things like dogs, to find this guy.
What about the digital footprint, Scott? It seems in many of these cases, phones, credit cards may be the only key, but that could be difficult if he's gone in this remote wooded area.
It is difficult. So typically when somebody flees, they've got a lot of technology with them. They've got their phone, certainly. They have credit cards. They have a car that can be tracked potentially with license plate readers if it moves around. But they already found his truck. And while he may have a phone with him, a lot of times people dump their phones. I would say one of the good things that law enforcement has going for him is that if this crime happened very suddenly, that it wasn't something that was apparently planned, where he would have had time to stockpile things and prepare himself better.
And Scott, I think that really stands out because this happened at 10 a.m. and you know, the motive is certainly unclear at this point. What do you make of the timing and what the possible motive may be?
Bars in the morning and day drink. But what it seems like you have here is that he would have absolutely known the people in that bar. It's a small town. It has less than 10,000 people in it. He was well known in that particular town. So whatever it is that caused him to just completely lose it and start shooting in that bar, we may never know. There are reports that he has some mental health issues, but that's going to have to be checked out as well.
Well, we certainly will continue to follow this tragic and frightening story. Scott Sweetow, thank you very much for taking time this morning.
Thank you, Griff.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.